look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Spartans headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will get first crack at it today. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. He is a portal addition from Old Dominion. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Trying the left side, fighting off the defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They go play action with Joseph. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Joseph throws to the tight end. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Spartans' offense will now get its first chance with the football. It's going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. The run inside. It's Edwards. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Hand off again. Knocked down immediately.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Fires on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Hand off from the shotgun. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. 2nd and long here. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the right. And he almost had a pick.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Quick give. It's Edwards. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Joseph on the play action. Got his man. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. They'll run the counter. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive.
Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Badgers send out the punt unit. Looks it in. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. It's a draw. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Third and long right here. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Joseph. The sure hands, it's Kearney. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Drops back on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Kearney. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game, that's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing Joseph. Under pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. And an out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Working the ground game. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Rides to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Turns into the pile. And he's in! Touchdown, Badgers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up in the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
They get to him as he throws.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Joseph rushes on, finds his target, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Rush right in his face. He gets away. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. They'll make the stop after the big pickup through the air, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the play. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. Makes a man miss.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to the big tight end. Nearly intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Hard running there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They give it to him again. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 15 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game inside Camp Randall Stadium. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Coach Jet Fish told me at halftime their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Behind your crease, it's Patterson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to have it on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Spartans have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Quick handoff. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. 3rd and 6 yards to go. The run to the left. He's got the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Right side, it's Moore. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Spartans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They were all over it. There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Give to the back. Nice move there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throwing Joseph. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Sparty. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Ready to fire from the pistol. Joseph. Out wide right, it's Kearney. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on 1st down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive, I think this guy has some of those traits too.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running inside, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Edwards. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Look out! Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to establish the run. stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And man, did the defense...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Joseph. Looking down the middle. Got room at the 35. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Might as well run him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things, because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Badgers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing Joseph. Holds on, it's Brooks. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking for an alley, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Joseph. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Fitted in the window for the score. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Got enough for the 1st down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Push is ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And in for the score. What a turn as they take the lead.
And it could not go any worse for this offense. All you're thinking is run the clock out. We have the lead. Defense does exactly what they wanted to do. They had to get a stop. They had to force a turnover. They forced the turnover, scoop it up, and now craziness. They take the lead late in the 4th quarter. What a play by this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brinson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's McCray. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Good execution by this offense. Now we need to rush, but not be in a hurry. Still got some time left. Got to move the football a long way down the field, though.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He's taking the deep shot. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Down he goes. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Plows his way ahead. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. It's hard to think of a worse time for a penalty like that than at this stage of the game. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. on the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Michigan State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, checking in with Coach Bielema before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And onto the field comes Aiden Laffery. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Hauser. Rushes on. Takes a hit as he fires. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
But picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Hits inside, it's Edwards.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Keep it on the ground. Defense all over it.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Illinois offense returns to the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Finds his big tight end. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
To the air, it's Hauser. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Had to force that one.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. He's at the touchdown, finding Illini. A pick 6. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Illinois 7, Michigan State 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Patterson. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Now the pitch. Nice move to keep running. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quick give. It's Patterson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on 4th down. Right down the gut of the field. The tag. All the way. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run it. Turning it up. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And turnovers are so pivotal to winning a football game. Last week, man, he put on the deck as well, and they lost by a possession. This week, you fumble again. Man, you've got to take care of the football. That's always priority number 1 for every single offense.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment. They give it back to him. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Scanning the field, it's Fancher. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Coming out with it, it's Hankins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. In traffic, it's Perry.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
2nd down to the air. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Dixon. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. It'll be a draw. Nice move there. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for running room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fires to the tight end. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Left side is Dixon. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Swamped immediately.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Right back to it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Barry.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Moving the pocket, it's Hauser. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You had to wonder about this guy's confidence coming into this one. He put it on the ground in their last game. They lost. He had to hear about it all week long in the media, and now he's just put it on the ground again.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line.
I'll tell you, but in college football, you're lucky if you get in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hunter.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Stands in and takes the hit. A strike downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20th to 19. Illinois lining up quickly. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll get rid of it. Got it.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tight end now in motion. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Right down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Illini. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Illinois! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Buys time to his left. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call pushes them back. Now they face a 2nd and 20 here. He's taking the shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll be stopped, but not before. The football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out wide right, it's Dixon. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Off play action. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And that holding penalty may prove to be a crusher. They're looking at 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he motors powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10.
Number 81, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. First play of this drive. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Between the hashes, it's Perry. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Illini! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 3 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Trojans, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Fighting Illini head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Reese?
Holly, thank you. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All over him immediately.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got his man. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Hands it off. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. To the air, it's Hauser. Fires to the right. Got his man. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Illini generating momentum through the air. Let's see if they go back to it. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the lone running back. Fights off a defender. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
That makes the score Illinois 49, Michigan State 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Cradles it at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Clement. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Sells to fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Running inside, it's Edwards. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and...
Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. On the run, it's Edwards. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pickup of 3 out to the 5. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Dixon. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll ride him again. Crosses the 35. Turns it on at midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. From the gun, powers through the defender. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Swats it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On the move, it's Patterson. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But
going over the top, and he's thrown another interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff and make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one's not even close.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Trying to take it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Pass to 6. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Fancher. Unloads it left. It's caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it. It's Patterson. Just smothered on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance.
Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Spartans. He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Turns upfield. Spins away from the defense.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Makes the tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Fires to the middle, and they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Sets his feet. It's Fancher. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
2nd and long here. Quick give. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Spartans want to move quickly. Sells the run, looking to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Across the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. They're all over him. Almost picked off.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
From the gun, it's Huff. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. At the 30. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
This has been a